Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. Let's talk about Regetti. Some of you were asking, when do I sell then, right? Okay, I'm in it. Shades, you're telling me not to chase. Don't chase. Obviously, if you're not in it, don't chase. You're good. If you already bought down there when it was cheap, under 10, even under 20, fine. You're still holding. You're up 100% or more. Okay, so I'm going to help you out here. We bought when it was under 10. We were just accumulating down there because it made sense. It was cheap. Nobody wants it when it's cheap. Quantum stocks, they have hype cycles. That's what you're seeing right now. Look at this. Oh, nobody wants it. Huge hype cycle. Massive pump, right? From 70 cents to a high of 21. And then it pulled back and dropped to the purple line around 734. And yet another hype cycle. So that's just what it is. It's the quantum hype cycle. Eventually, the hype cycle will die. Okay? So some of you are wondering, okay, Shades, I'm in it. I'm not chasing because I'm already in it. Okay, don't chase. If you're going to chase, at least have a strategy. At least have a strategy. Buy it at open, and if it closes green, keep taking the profit until it doesn't, until it stops being green, because we just keep getting green day after green day here. But at some point, it's a game of musical chairs. It's going to pull back, and it's going to start falling. Okay, it's going to reverse at some point. Things don't go up forever. Okay, selling, I wouldn't sell it right now. Why would you sell right now, right? That doesn't make sense. If I told you to sell, it would be disingenuous. Because it's still green. Where are the sellers? They're not showing up. Not yet, at least. I don't know where they're going to show up. I would assume at 50, because 50 is a nice round number, and we know people love nice round numbers. If you ever played Call of Duty when you were younger, I don't play Call of Duty anymore. I stopped playing like 8 Call of Duties ago or 6 Call of Duties ago. I don't even know. There's so many, I don't even know how many Call of Duties ago I played. I used to be able to count them on my finger. Oh yeah, 10 Call of Duties ago I used to, do this. But no. The point is, if you ever played Call of Duty, those big round numbers, 100 XP, 150, 1000, you ranked up to sergeant level, 2, woo, right? Okay, people love nice round numbers. That's why you see them in video games. You never see in video games, hey, you leveled up, you're now at level 129.925. Like, you don't see that, right? So, I expect this to reach 50 because people love those numbers. That's where I would look to sell if sellers show up there, right? If sellers show up. Sellers aren't showing up. Where are they? Nowhere to be found. Buyers are still in control. No reason to sell. I'd be lying to you if I told you to sell. Hell no, don't sell. That rhymes. That's a good motto right there. Hell no, don't sell. Okay, so don't sell. Let's see if we can go to 50 and then see if we hold there. That's where I would keep an eye on this one for 50. Because if we blast past 50, this can keep going if sellers aren't going to show up. Because they're not showing up for IonQ either. They're not. So, but again, this is just how it is. When you look back at the past, you get these hype cycles. We get green day after green day, maybe some pullbacks, and it just keeps going higher and higher until inevitably we kind of just get exhausted. And even when it bounced here, on that NVIDIA, what was it? The CEO of NVIDIA opened his big mouth and this dropped. It still recovered from 6 to a high of 16, then dropped back to 6 anyways. So this thing can, I can't wait for this to come back down for me. It will come back down to that purple line, I promise you. If you want to make a bet, I got time on my side, buddy. I can wait. It always comes back to that purple line. It always has and always will. Because that's the average here. Look, huge pump here from 9 to 12. Came back to the purple line. Massive drop. Found support at 5. Rallied to 9. Massive drop again under the purple line. And it just kept having these pumps here. These 50 to 100% pumps over and over again. Here, huge pump to $3.43 from a low of 36 cents. Came back to the purple line. Another pump from a low of 89 cents to 2.36. Oh my God, it's almost like it rinse and repeats. It's almost like if you just buy at the purple line and hold, you can make quite a bit of money. We've been abusing these cycles on a lot of stocks because it's a pattern. You just buy when nobody wants it, when it's cheap down there. The hard part is the patience, right? I gotta wait for it to come down. But in terms of selling, please continue to hold. There's no reason to sell. There's no reason. Look at the way it's moving. Where are the sellers? Where? They're nowhere. It would be so disingenuous to lie and tell you all, yeah, sell, guys, sell. No. Buy. If you want to buy. But I don't know if you'd want to average up if you're already deep in the green. You'd be doing yourself a disservice. If you're holding long term, like long term, Like for the next 5 years, I could see this at 100 plus, and because it's just repeating the same cycles, right? And every cycle it creates a new high. We can see that on the monthly time frame. So you can see this big pump here, right? Big pump here, a huge pump, right, to 21, and then this is another pump, and this time it sent it to 42. So it's just slowly over the course of time having these bigger and bigger surges. So I could see 100 next time. I mean, IonQ is doing the same thing. It seems like it's on its way to 100. So I would say long term, like the next 5-10 years, absolutely price target of 100 plus. We'll come back to this in time. I believe quantum computing, even though it's early, people are going to want to get in early anyways. You already saw Palantir, right? Remember Palantir? What are people saying about Palantir? Oh, it's overvalued, you know, the PE ratio, blah, blah, blah ratio. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm not monetized, so there's no ads here, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. I don't give a fuck about PE ratios. If the market values a quantum stock at $100, it's going to be at $100. And if RGTI goes to 100, which I believe it will in the future, again, we'll come back to this, it'll go from 100 to 125 to 150. Because we just saw that with a Robinhood, was it? Was it Robinhood? Well, I don't know if it was Robinhood. But I know Palantir did it, and I know, Hood did do it too. You can see right here. And NVIDIA did it as well. And AMD recently as well on that pump. So it's just, I don't know why. People just love those big round numbers. So that's my prediction for the next 5 years. So it's up to you how you want to play it, right? Everyone's got their own strategy. This is a good long-term hold. I believe in quantum. But again, why would I buy here, right? That's stupid. Hey, Shades, why don't you buy when it was, now at 42 when I was alerting it at 10? That doesn't make sense, guys. Doesn't make sense. Anyways, before I go, I just want to let you guys know I am creating a trading comic that teaches how to trade the stock market, because if you go to Amazon.com and type in trading comic, no one's ever done one. You know why? Because it's not cheap, right? It's expensive to pay, I think it's $85 total for a comic, colored. So if I type in trading book, right? Oh, wow, there's a whole bunch of them, right? But if I type in trading comic, there's no trading comic. Because no influencer is going to probably want to pull down the money, quite frankly, because it's going to cost like easily over 20K for all the pages for a full, story, quote unquote, educational, I guess, story. But yeah, you type in trading comic, what do you see? G.I. Joe? That has nothing to do with, you get what I'm saying? So here's a sneak peek at the prologue. It's not done yet. He's still got to do shadows and a bunch of other stuff. But get greedy and stupidity. That's what blows up trading accounts. Will slurp for 5 schmeckles. This is a Discord member. We included him as a cameo. He's, behind a dumpster, and, he wants to slurp. You know what I'm trying to say. He wants to slurp for 5 schmeckles. Because, he's the crypto guy in the Discords. He likes to play very risky with calls on MSTR. And then, Shade said buy Sybil. So I buy and wait. 3 months later, the SpongeBob SquarePants meme 3 months later, and then she's asking, is it really this easy? And she's holding her phone. It shows Sybil stock 200% up, and I'm like, yeah, sure, just don't get cocky. So that's the prologue. From there we'll start actually, with the lessons. So that's just something a little fun that I want to do. It's not cheap, whatever. I can pay for it, but I'm about doing different shit. Let's do something different. I could just write words on a page, but fuck that. Let's do something different. So there you go. That's something that's going to be out there. I'll be posting pages here and there for those who are not Discord members. But if you're a Discord member, you're going to get the whole thing. That's it for the video. I will see you in the next one.